All right, so I moved all the goats off on this side of the field. The thing about with your fields, you want to rest them. You definitely want to rest them. You definitely want to have a rotational system going on with them. So I moved them off. This area over here, man, I'm really just trying to revitalize this area. This is my third going on fourth year down here. We done already transformed that field. So I'm interested to see how it's going to come back this year. It was horrible. We burnt it off. I may do another control burn this year. I may burn a lot of this stuff this year. We'll see. But just trying to get the ground to come back has been a job, man. And I know it takes time. So that's one of the things you have to be patient. I've had to learn how to be patient with just allowing this soil to bounce back and not just rip everything up. So we did came out here, we burned everything out, reseeded, fertilizer, and we had a beautiful green lush field this year. It's not a winter grass though, so we'll see. Next year we are gonna plant a winter grass out there in that field. I want that field to be winter grass as well, so a rye oats or something. So let's come up here and cut the water on, man. It's been extremely dry. But I need to cut the water on and allow these doggone collards and cabbages and stuff to get them some saturation. Cabbages coming on in though, they balling up, man. We were just up here. So let me put some water on them. Just can't overwater them, y'all. Always remember, they don't need that much water. You know, so I'm gonna let them run while I'm gone. I'm about to run to the store and let them run. They're gonna be some beautiful heads of cabbages, y'all. Those are gonna be some big old cabbages, I'm telling you. Massive. Yep. And what I like is I got this garden here and the garden down the hill. I planted in stages this year. And that's the formula. Planting stages. Meaning, you know, plant you some. Let me close this door as well. Plant you some in September, late September. Then come back and plant you some more in beginning of November. In October, November. Let me let this thing down. Let the door down in here. The wind blowing. It's been real cold nights, but if you know about collards and turnips and mustards, they deal with the cold. Cabbages, they deal with the cold fine. You don't have to really worry about those plants. Yeah. So really, truly, man, I'm in South Georgia, man. We don't have that many days of cold. It'll get cold. It never really gets so cold that I have to let the doors down all the way. Now, one of the things I do like to do is I like for it to be cold in here to kill off all the bugs. You got to get a good massive kill off, man, because if you don't, this greenhouse actually is a habitat for them. The cold weather plants like the doggone cabbages and collards, they do well, man. They are cold weather plants. You know, as you see, before the cold weather hit, we were having some bugs eating up the cabbages. And I personally don't like to spray. I personally don't like to put 7 dust and stuff on my plants because I feel as if you'll be consuming it too. So I don't put it on my plants that I'm gonna eat, period. Like, and I don't want to give nobody no plants that had it on it, but to each their own. I ain't hating on nobody, right? I just make sure I eat what I grow, and you know, everybody else do their own thing. So the cabbages, mustards, turnip, broccoli, kale, all those, they're cold weather plants. Now this greenhouse, man, I'm really underutilizing the greenhouse. The story with the greenhouse is we purchased it the first year, haline hit. When we purchased it, haline hit, tore it pretty much down. Not all the way, bent the frame somewhat, but we were able to rebuild it with minimum effort. Like, we didn't have to go through a whole lot. Had to redo all the plastic on it though. When we built this doggone greenhouse, we put each one of these posts in pillars of concrete. So each one of those are being held up by concrete, right? So they're not gonna blow down easy. So that was the thing. If it had been just directly into the ground, yeah, it probably would have blew up, you know, for real. But these are in concrete. We overbuilt it. We put the door in here. You see the wood framing. So, and all that is based in concrete. It's all anchored in concrete. We have water in here. I have 3 spigots. I have electricity in here. So it got a lot of potential. It really do. I just got to get some kind of direction. Me, sometimes it take a while for me, like for real. Sometimes, you know, I'm so hyper that I like to accomplish things. And then you look up, I get it done, and then I move on to something else. The greenhouse was a challenge of mine, was something that I wanted to achieve for my family. I want to be able to grow food. But one of the realistic aspects of it is this. You got to make sure you're just not growing food for the fun of it. And that's the problem when you're a farmer or a homesteader or whatever. Not farmers. Farmers pretty much got their stuff together. But homesteaders, I'm a homesteader. You're not really technically a farmer until you start making money from your place. And we're not really making money. I sold a few goats, sold some meat, stuff like that, eggs, but not like a consistent crop that we produce. Now, the thing is making sure you're not just growing food for the sake of growing it, because it's a lot of work associated with that. So for me, if I'm not going to eat it, I don't really want to grow it. So I'm growing what we eat. You get it? So that's why this greenhouse is not filled up with stuff that's just through the roof. Stuff I don't eat, I'm not growing it because I don't eat it. You hear what I'm saying? So this year, this spring, I'm going to come back into it while it's still cold. We're going to plant some, before it get extremely hot. The only drawback to this thing, just to make sure I stay on track with that, is that it get too hot to grow anything through the summer months. Now, I do have a fan up there, an exhaust fan, but really, man, that's just blowing hot air around. You hear what I'm saying? So this thing does well, man, in the winter months, in the spring, early spring. But I'm underutilizing it right now, and I know that. So I have to get a plan and a strategy of how we can run this thing and not just run it to where it's profitable, because not everything is about money, the financial side of it, money, but also, if we could just grow food out of it consistently, and if that stopped me from having to, I don't really buy anything from the store. Like my cabbages and collards, we eat those here, but let's say bell pepper. My wife do like bell peppers, right? We grow the different bell peppers. We grow the different onions. I have some of those coming in. We grow the jalapenos. My grandma makes some jarred jalapenos that are phenomenal. She does a great job with those. Let me think of something else I just consistently eat for as veggie-wise. Corn. I like corn, but it's a dedicated field to grow corn when I could just buy some from my neighboring farm. That's what I'd rather do. And that's the biggest thing about living like this. You don't have to always be the one that's doing it. Like watermelons. I'm not going to grow no watermelons. Why I'm growing watermelons? And when the watermelon man right down the street, they grade watermelons based on the outside of the watermelons, if it have scarring on it or not. So they're number 1, number 2, number 3 watermelons, etc. You can go up there and get the number 2s for, they'll pretty much give you the number 2s. Watermelons, like for real. Number 3s and 4s, man, you can have them. Like, I was up there paying $50 for a whole a bin of them, big old bin full of them. The guy gave me a whole bunch of cantaloupes and all kind of stuff that I could feed my animals with. But as far as my greenhouse go, it's truly called a high tunnel. That's what it is. It's a high tunnel. It's not a greenhouse. It's a high tunnel. As far as that go, I got to get on track with it and really get serious about it. We are growing food out of it this year. I know I could grow more, but I just also want to make sure I'm just not growing stuff for the sake of growing it. If we ain't going to eat it, I don't want to grow it. If my family ain't going to come down here and get it, I'm not going to grow it. So y'all be on the lookout for that content as well. I haven't put out as much of it, but I am on my YouTube journey again, guys. And I'm going to really put out this YouTube content. And if y'all like my videos, please share, comment, subscribe, stuff like that. That help me. A lot of you guys follow me. Well, I'm not going to say a lot of you guys. You may see my videos on Facebook. We're really popular on there. But we haven't really got the YouTube algorithm down. We're really trying now to do it. And one of the contents is going to be this doggone high tunnel that I have out here. This the place we're sitting on right at 11 acres. We're in South Georgia. And we're making it work for us. We're making it work for us, man. But I'm going to come back, man, with another video soon. This is Larry. I'm going to talk to y'all next time. Peace.